The goal of working with men is the idea of creating change. And I believe that it's through the voices of men that things will change. That when men stand up and say, this kind of behavior is not acceptable, we will not tolerate it, it cannot go on in our community, things will change. So working with men is very valuable. And teaching men, and not just looking at quote unquote the batterer or the abuser, but looking at all men. Because we all have the concept of choice in terms of how we show up in relationships. I remember years ago someone questioned me and said, Sulaiman, do you think men can really change? And I said, yes. Because I believe violence, aggressive behaviors and stuff is a learned behavior, not a mental health issue, okay? It's a behavior that we learn through watching and paying attention, using our eye gates and ear gates as we grew up, what we saw happen. And how many of us grew up in homes where we witnessed mom and dad and how dad handled things and the experiences that we had grew up. Those things are so connected with who we are today that we model out and act out on a lot of those things that we learned growing up. So to be able to change that, I believe that it takes time, but it's about creating a space for men, a place where men can come together and begin to talk about the things that we've been told men don't talk about. Our hurt, our pain, our fear, our anxiety, our uncertainties. Because we live in a society that says when men begin to talk about those things, it's a sign of weakness. And I believe just the opposite, that that's where our strength is. And when I can sit down and openly talk about that without fear of being labeled or ridiculed or put down or disengaged in some kind of way, it makes a difference.